welcome back to yet another awesome episode of the
Shitshow.
Brought to you by Shag Mag. Shag Mag is a digital magazine featuring the hottest women in the industry, 100% uncensored, 100%
Of the time.
That's right.
Honey.
We've kind of taken a break a little bit. We had Halloween, the election coming up, but we are back. We are back in action with the wonderful
Becca.
and the not so wonderful.
I don't even know how I got here. The first thing I want to say is this set is amazing. 240 episodes of Impulsive, and I honestly do believe that your set, it might be better than ours.
No way.
It might be. The
Is
lighting's
that your name?
great.
That's your name? That's your full name?
What?
That whole sentence you just...
Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up? My name's Mike. You may know me as Logan Paul's best friend or Lana Rhoades. You may know me as Logan Paul's best friend.
Wait. We're going to dive into that for sure. I'm so interested to hear. I'm so excited. Yes, spit that fucking gum
I'm
out.
not going to put it under the desk. I know a lot of people are used to be putting it under the desk. I won't do it at your house. But
No.
What's going on, guys? How are you?
What's going on? So is that your intro, Logan Paul's best friend? I think we should give him a little bit of background.
Yeah, go for it. I hate the intro. So for people watching this who don't already know this, I have a anxious condition. I've talked about this on my show a lot of times. And for some reason, the only thing that makes me anxious is when other people give me an intro.
I can't give you an intro.
You know what I'm saying? When you're sitting there and they're like, Mike Majlak, known for The Fifth
It's like
Vital,
when people
a
sing
book about
happy
his
birthday.
addiction.
I can't do
Yes.
happy birthday. When
Yes.
people sing happy birthday,
Oh my God. I sing
out.
along.
To your own happy birthday?
Yeah, and then when they say two, I'm like, that's me.
It's so bad. But yeah, I wrote a book. It's called The Fifth Vital. It's about my addiction. I'm on a podcast called Impulsive. It's fantastic. I have a show called The Night Shift. It's pretty good. And now starting tomorrow, a Twitch channel that I'm really excited for. My first Twitch stream tomorrow with Banks, with
Well, it's not tomorrow.
Krinikov. Oh yeah, fuck.
When they're watching this, but they can go follow you on Twitch.
Yeah,
What are you gonna be playing?
Call of Duty, Among Us.
Are you good?
I'm decent. I'm
He's not good.
I'm not good. I'm
We
absolutely.
should get
fucking
you on
terrible.
Twitch, Bex.
Should we?
Yeah.
I'll play GTA.
Call of Booty over here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
I think there's not to get straight into the business, but I think continues to be a dramatic gap in the Twitch space. On the women's side, there's a lot of big female streamers out there on both Facebook and YouTube, but Twitch is an 83% male platform.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't surprise me.
And so one of the things that I've been talking to Lana or Amara, depending on what channel you watch her on, about recently is maybe getting her into streaming on Twitch because it's just such a female, such a male fan base.
Yeah. Do you think is she good at games?
She's against the idea. The only thing she plays is The Sims.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
I just used to make them fuck all the time. That's
Yeah.
all I know about Sims. I used to literally just sit there as a kid, like as a teenager, and we're just like, what is it, like make whoopee?
Like going on it. They're just like, Julia, please stop. We fucked so much today.
that was
Like
me
make them
playing-
have sex, then you could like burn the house down while there's
Yeah.
like a birthday party for the kids. Like that. That's kind of
I didn't even know you could do that.
Just like do worst case scenarios all day long.
yeah, exactly. And people like to watch that stuff. So, but yeah. Anyways, that's who I am. I do
Crazy
a
on
bunch
Twitch.
of
Yeah, no.
internet
100%.
shit.
Internet shit.
Bunch of internet shit.
So dating. Okay, wait. We gotta catch up on this whole dating situation. You gotta fill me in. You said I saw you Friday at this Halloween shindig.
Yeah.
You said you were single, but then I saw you yesterday and you said you were unsure.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I'm gonna say something that you're gonna be able to relate to right now.
Oh
Both
God.
of you.
Both of us.
Relationships don't ever end as quickly as you think they're gonna, or as like guaranteed closed as you think they're gonna be. And
Dating's
a
fucking
30-day.
hard. We talked
Right.
about this on Impulsive recently, and it's dating already in regular like relationships is already fucking hard. And I think like dating in LA in the scene is like it's a whole new fucking field.
I didn't wade into it, so I think a lot of people come to LA and they work
It's
their
like-
way up
yeah.
some sort of ladder until they become like some sort of like celebrity. And then they date, Jennifer Lopez, and it's all over the front page press. My first girlfriend in this city, like I don't even know how to
my
classify or
first boyfriend.
categorize her anymore. Right. So I think you can relate to
Yeah.
it, but I mean, just right off the bat, it was Barstool coverage. It was the entire internet talking about the views going crazy. And I don't think that I realized that the element of intricacy that dating at that level of like exposure brought to the table. I don't think I realized the suffering that it caused in the relationship until later on, until recently.
What do you mean, like suffering?
Were
y'all private? Did y'all have any privacy at all?
None at all. And that was partially or mostly because of me. I think she was an incredible sport and continues to be an incredible sport and supporter and content creator and a partner in many business pursuits. I don't want to get too far ahead. Anyways.
No. And I think it needs to get too far ahead because I feel like a lot of people listening, they struggle with their own relationship shit. And I think because, certain people are in the limelight, they think that maybe we don't struggle with the same things or they don't really see the struggles of like a relationship in the scene or even in LA. And I think it's important, like highlighting, like it's fucking tough. And it's tough to like navigate with a bunch of people's opinions and eyeballs on you. And then like you said, you are making certain videos and you have like the relationship that you kind of outcast to like the world. But then you also have the relationship of you just chilling at home ordering Chinese food, just like the rest of us. So it's like, it's a tough world to fucking navigate.
Yeah, I mean, we always, my goal since I got to the city, 2.5 years ago or
Where
whatever.
are you from?
From Milford, Connecticut. Shout out Milford, Connecticut, 203. CT, East Coast, born and bred.
You know where Milford, Connecticut is?
I do.
You do?
Why? Where are you from?
No, I don't. Fuck you guys.
Shit. Wait, can I ask you a question? Is she stoned right now, or does she always seem stoned? Okay.
I'm literally not. I literally don't smoke weed.
Really?
She doesn't.
Yeah,
and she doesn't. It gives her like the worst anxiety ever.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm just
Does she
naturally
look stoned?
Yeah, well, because I've watched the show before, and it always seems like
Everyone
like you might have
thinks
ripped a
I'm
bong before. But also like congrats on that because like I'm the opposite. People think that I smoked crack before the show because I'm so fucking crazy. But
you did. So it's okay.
Maybe I did. If I was in Oregon, which just legalized all drugs, as we mentioned.
Oh my
on
gosh.
your
Oh
show.
my gosh, I heard about that.
Should we take a trip to Oregon?
Wait, isn't it Colorado too?
They've all got different decriminalization statutes, but Oregon literally decriminalized crack cocaine, methamphetamine, heroin. I mean, you can possess anything you want right now.
Let's go do some crack.
Yeah, it's their.
You're out, guys. This is a
Don't
great
do
episode.
Don't do
I'm kidding.
Don't do that.
What would you say the hardest thing, and not even in that specific relationship, but like the hardest thing about dating? Is she the only person that you've actually like dated in this scene?
In this scene, yeah. I mean, I haven't had a girlfriend in 10 years.
I know me and Mike. Did you ever see the picnic me and Mike went on once upon a time?
No, I haven't, but I've heard if you talk about it.
It was so sweet and innocent.
Yeah,
He took me to literally the worst park you could possibly find in
So
Hollywood.
it wasn't good.
It was a very hood picnic. I should state that it was for content.
It
And
was
honestly,
so
like
bad.
it's so
Did you know about like?
I mean, I thought we were going on a picnic, but I'm talking like homeless people were coming up to us every 5 minutes. A kid almost hit me in the head with a frisbee. Dogs almost attacked us. Like, it was not a very like.
I love that. It's like those like Twitter things where it's like, is this a date?
Yeah, it was like that. Like we were
Gunshots?
I think you had already met Jake at that point and you were trying to figure out what his deal was. And I had, and I don't think you ever did figure it out. You're still figuring it out. And I had this, I called it a faux crush on you yesterday.
Why are you calling it a faux?
And you're right. I don't want. Let me not discredit it completely. I had a very
intense love connection.
that
Obsession.
No,
I'm just kidding.
He had a shrine of all my pictures.
Pasted all over my walls with a glue stick. Remember glue sticks? I put it on the back.
Don't try and change the subject with a glue stick.
Yeah.
Mike.
So anyways, it was. We used to talk about it on Impulsive, and I'd always say my Instagram crush. And then we hung out a couple times, and I saw an opportunity for a great piece of content. We did this picnic, and the audience already knew that I had a crush on her, and so they were just waiting for her. We did this picnic. And we talked a lot that day. We talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about the scene, your complete and utter unwillingness to be in it.
Yeah.
You knew that I was already fully fucking engulfed at that point. It was already, tearing up the fucking the promiscuousness scene of LA. And that was my life for 3 years. And all I did was go go to house
What
parties
is
and just
hide?
fuck
Everyone
constantly.
talks about it.
It was a night. It was a.
No, I'm kidding. We're being
We're talking about it like
Sorry.
every
We talk about it every day.
Sorry.
No, but I think I would love to hear your input too of just like us sitting. What was that? It's literally a year ago, I think, exact from
Yeah.
this date, and what has changed and the like outlook. I remember asking you so naively of just like little small town Texas Julia was like sitting there on a picnic, and I just remember being like, "Is it as crazy as they say?" Like I just had tiny like dipped my toes into the water. Now here I am, fucking a year later, like sitting across from you, kind of having the same conversation. Like, holy fuck,
Yeah.
this place is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's insane. And so, yes, it is as crazy as it seems, which you know
100%.
now. And, obviously it's a really difficult city to date in. It's a really difficult city for people fresh in recovery to stay clean or sober in. It's just
What do you think the hardest part about dating is? Oh God, there it is. He's playing our.
Can we
picnic.
we're flashing to it? By the way, great episode. I think it's got a couple million views on it.
I still think people bring it up.
Yeah, no, it's great. And
Are you wearing the same hat?
Yeah, well, not the same.
Yeah, he's definitely wearing the same hat.
Same thing. Hardest thing about dating in the city.
God. Yeah.
I think it would depend on the person you ask, but my answer would probably be temptation. I think this city is loaded to the brim with very good looking and very successful people. And it's very easy to fall into this thought process that there's something greener on the other side of the fence. And we've all been there before. And I don't think there's any city maybe shy of Miami or New York in some instances that compares to Los Angeles in terms of how hard it is to stay in a monogamous relationship. And that was something that I was up against, a lot of times. And it's really tricky, I think, for a lot of people to understand when I talk about Amara, the level of loyalty and dedication that girl puts into a romantic relationship is unlike anything I've ever seen in my entire life. There wasn't a now. That makes people's brains explode. They're like, yo, I've seen that girl do things on camera that are unspeakable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what we learned very quickly when we first started hanging out with her and Logan first introduced her to me was that she was vastly, vastly different in real life compared
that's
to
everyone. Like, that's what people don't understand
Yeah.
is you see all these people on cameras and shows and like they are vastly different when you meet them in person.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Logan is like the same way of like when people meet him actually in person.
Him and I are definitely a lot closer to what we appear as on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like with me it's pretty much what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
Like you hear me talk on a show, I'm going to talk to you the same way in person. I have no fucking filter. I say whatever I feel like saying, and that's how I'm going to be on camera or off camera. But there's other adult film stars or ex-adult film stars that slightly break the mold. Like you have a Riley Reid or an Alina Lopez or any of those guys. They're very sexual on camera, and they're still semi-sexual when you meet them in real life. They're straight into the kind of talk that you would expect to get from an adult film star or an actress of that type. But Amara, two different ways to pronounce her name, was always just drastically different. She's just such a sweet girl. And so while she was completely dedicated to the relationship the whole time, there were still times for me where I was always just like,
So how do you handle it? Because I feel like a lot of guys, I mean, listen, I get temptation even in the scene, but there's temptation literally, guys can literally just get on Instagram right now and it's like a scrolling catalog of just like hot girls. So how do you even balance the temptation even in a regular relationship? You know what I mean? What do you?
I think this is the best piece of advice I can give on it. I think going out and seeing the people in real life that you so worship on your Instagram page is very helpful. One of the first things I learned in this city was your favorite Instagram model doesn't look how she looks on Instagram, except for these two. These two are exactly the same as you would expect them to look, but not even just looks, but like, you'll go out and you'll expect somebody that you've always had this extreme interest in to be a certain way, and you get out there and they're fucking doing whippets next, like, you know, duck down or sniffing lines of coke off the table, and they're like, oh, Scott Disick's coming tonight, and like I'm, you know, like, and you immediately remember why you're in a committed relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I really do think that like that exposure to the outside world is an important element, and I think that anytime you get cooped up with somebody for an extended period of time and they start to rely on the internet to tell them everything that exists on the outside world, it's actually a bad thing. I think people need to be going out there and reminding each other why they're in a relationship.
The real world,
Yeah.
What was your type, like, dating before? Is it Amara?
Yeah, Amra, the name, okay, I'm going to give them a quick lesson on it.
Okay.
Lana Rhoades, obviously the one you know. Amara is how it's spelled, Amara. It's pronounced Amra, like camera without the C.
Amra. Which one does she prefer?
Amra.
Amra?
Yeah,
Okay.
without the C, yep.
Amra.
Yep.
What was your type, like, before dating Amra? Or was, like, she your type? Like, if you could describe your perfect girl, who was it?
Porn star.
That was your type?
Always.
What do you
always.
mean? Okay, can you explain what the type...
With the exception of, like, one girl, I've been dating girls with fake tits, fat asses, tight stomachs, you know, bedroom eyes, and a willingness to do.
Bedroom eyes.
Guys out there know what I'm talking about.
Can I see your bedroom eyes, Becca?
Oh my God.
She's doing her sleeping eyes right now.
Becca only has high eyes. What are bedroom eyes?
It's just that look. All right, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, like pouty, or the little like the hot squints, like, and stop acting like you don't know. You do it all the time.
I know.
Of course she fucking
She's
knows.
like
bedroom
this.
eyes? I don't know what bedroom eyes are.
But yeah, but like that kind of like oversexed vibe. I remember
You like the oversexed
I
vibe.
always have. And you know, I had this girlfriend Jackie back when I was still using, I don't even know, 2004 or something. And I remember I brought her to church on Christmas Eve.
Oh, God.
And she came in this black see-through tight sweater with her fake tits with a
She
lace.
like burst into flames in minute one.
Literally. And so that was always my type. And when I got here, shit, that type is
Why do you think that is your type?
Everywhere.
Like, what do you think makes that your type? Is it just like, did you watch a lot of porn?
I'm not a huge porn consumer, contrary to what
Really?
people think. I'm really not. I've been more of a porn star consumer than a porn consumer.
What do you mean? Like you fuck a lot of porn stars rather than watch a lot of porn.
Anyways, why do I think, and
What do you mean anyways? Answer my question. Yes.
I've had a fun time with that industry. Ari was around for a lot of that stuff. And so prior to meeting Amra, you know, things were wild for a long time.
Did you ever like, is it kind of like Instagram models with like maybe where you would watch porn and find like a girl and you're like, damn, I really want to meet? Or would you do you happen to just gravitate and attract porn stars?
Honestly, we met Riley and the rest was history. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
got it.
Riley was kind of
She was the gateway.
Yeah, she was the catalyst to all of it. We had her on the podcast, and before you knew it, you know, 2019, probably the beginning of 2019, or I don't know, yeah, something like that. She would just bring like crews. You know, she would bring all her squad, and I'd be like, that's number 4 on Pornhub. That's number 6 on Pornhub. That's number 8 on Pornhub. And we would just end up in these situations. You know what I'm saying? And
we would just end up in these. So happen we would end up in these situations.
But it kind of would, like, all of those girls are incredible people. Like, I've spent a lot of time with Riley, Alina, Gina Valentina. All of those girls are really, really good people. Like, you meet them and you're just like, yo, they're a little bit more open. They play the guitar. They like hang out. They vibe. Like, everybody vibes them. Like, they're just really cool people.
Yeah.
And so for a while we hung out with them. And then obviously in the beginning of 2020, Logan called upon Riley for this favor, which was for her to introduce me to what he said was my favorite porn star. In reality,
was it your favorite porn star?
No, not really. I mean,
Who was your favorite porn star?
I've been a fan lately of the no face style on Pornhub. I think there's a lot of girls.
Face?
There's been a lot of girls out there who have been scared to put their face on Pornhub, and you know, we should talk more about that after. But usually they're like bodies are crazy. Like they're always super
Yeah.
toned. I'm like looking at the dudes for like some confirmation, or they're all shaking their head yes. Like there's this one no face
Yeah,
girl.
no face.
What's your
girl.
favorite? Okay, if you can't say your favorite porn category right now would be no face. What's like your ultimate favorite porn category?
Hentai.
Hentai?
Shut up.
What is
Like
what?
anime porn?
Yeah, like anime porn. Like where
You're
there's
lying.
like where like because
Show
okay.
me a good one. I want to see one right now.
Okay, I'll pull
Is
up
it
in a
because
second.
everything is just like so intense? Like everything's more intensified. Like it'll
camping?
be like veins
It-
just like popping out and like
Let me
everything's
see. Show me one. I gotta see.
throbbing.
You're nailing it
all
perfectly.
over.
Let me explain this. Yes, that's why. You guys, I feel like there's other people who could relate to this, and it's slightly unrelatable, but sometimes in life, like you get to a point where you've been through every fantasy sexual scenario you could ever fucking imagine.
Yeah.
You've done the group shit, you've done the public shit, you've done the on-camera shit. Like everything has already happened.
Yeah.
And so
It's like desensitized.
yeah, you become
You
so
want more.
desensitized to the idea of like even having sex with a porn star. Like you're just like, okay, like this is the 15th time. Like I don't care about this anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so you start to look for
shit that you
alternate
can't do.
thrills. Exactly. Alternate
Like
thrills.
become an anime character.
Yeah, like I can't have 10 dicks. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
but someone
what?
on and hentai can have 10 dicks.
Please show me one right now. I gotta
All right,
see this.
Okay.
What you like gifs? I think
yeah, I
my
like GIFs.
I
You
think
like
it's
watching
just-
GIFs?
They have like
She
sex
just, like,
GIFs or like short videos where it's like the best part like playing over and
doesn't
over
that get
again.
old?
Just this.
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna
all,
zoom in on that.
I know all about that. I mean, that's what
Or
you see
the-
on Twitter a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like you see that stuff on Twitter a lot.
The sex gifs.
yeah, the GIFs.
I mean, yeah.
What?
I don't know.
Sorry, I had to go into private mode here.
Okay, let me see.
I can literally masturbate to like my imagination though.
I want
Becca
to.
masturbates to herself.
I want to talk a little bit about that too. Let me
What?
see if I can. Let me see if I can get this
Masturbating
one.
to yourself.
Just female masturbation in general. So we had a long conversation the other day about the difference between male and female masturbation.
Yeah.
My ex girlfriend is addicted to masturbation. So she
Addicted?
not addicted, but like she masturbates quite a bit.
I need to get her on here so we can talk about it.
Was gonna have her come to. I was gonna
Why
have her
didn't
come
you?
tonight.
Yeah, what?
You're gonna make her come tonight?
Probably yes, but no, I was gonna have her come on the show tonight, but we'll get her on. But
Yeah.
I can't play this. But can you just imagine like there's like you see how you can see this like very veiny
Wow.
like cartoon
Look at her
dick.
tits. We should put her in Shag Mag.
Yeah, she's great. You should do a
in
digital
Shag Mag,
version.
the illustrations that we have. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of like sometimes I almost feel like it's more sexual than like just seeing like a photo of it happening. Like
our
illustration-
sex illustrations are pretty intense.
yeah, it's kind of. I feel like that's
No, but continue
The
about
closest I
the
can.
female masturbation.
So
on here.
yeah, so we were just talking about it on the show last week, and just how a man masturbates, and like for me, it's like, you know, I jam it in between 3 other tasks, and it's like,
Wait,
you
you
know,
jam it between what?
3 other tasks, like I'm doing something, and I go and I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna whack one. I'm just gonna rub one out really quick, like that's what we call it,
Not
rub
good.
one. And so I'll go and I'll run like a 45-second like, you know, quick fucking whacker.
You can
watching
masturbate in 45 seconds?
Yeah, because you're trying to. Everybody's shaking their head. Yeah, because you're trying to get shit done.
Y'all could literally, you could go in that bathroom right now.
Sorry.
okay. Wait, isn't
Sorry,
is this-
call it whatever. Call it 3 to 5 minutes. Call it 3 to 5 minutes. Whatever.
You went from 45 seconds to 3 to 5 minutes?
What are we doing here?
Okay,
All right,
continue.
call it whatever you want. Some people can do it quick, slow, whatever, right? So you rub one out, and then then you go and you get on your knees and you pray to God for forgiveness. You know, the whole normal thing, right?
Wait, while masturbating?
You wash your
afterwards.
hands?
You wash your hands, and then you immediately feel that
And then you
shower
do it
of,
again.
of guilt.
Why do you feel guilty after masturbating?
It's just a male thing. It's a.
No, I've never felt guilty after masturbating.
Oh, I do
Yeah,
when I like watch porn because then you're just
Oh,
like
yeah.
getting like really
Yeah.
deep in, and then you know when you like leave the tab open and then later on I'll go back and you're like, oh,
Yes.
this is the old
What's
me.
that?
Yes, so that's what I'm talking about. And so
So really.
and so you're as a man, like after you masturbate, you find yourself sitting there with this, cum soaked tissue, your flaccid cock in your hand, and some
Sounds like a
56-year-old
horror movie.
stepfather fucking his daughter, and you're like, what is like you're like, yo, you're second guessing your life. You're like, where did I go wrong? Dad, why did you leave me at 15? Like, you taught me all the most fucked up. And that's what happens with men. Now, women, on the other hand, it's this beautiful process that involves technology. You guys have toys. You got little buzzers, all kinds of little things. Of course, most importantly, the Hitachi magic wand.
What's that?
I thought every girl knew this, but I thought it was every girl's favorite vibrator.
What is
Oh
it?
my God, we're getting them now.
What is it called?
The
I don't
Hitachi magic wand.
What
it's
is
a
it?
big white ball tip.
Oh, the one that looks like a massager?
Yes,
I thought that was.
exactly.
Okay, I didn't know that was actually a vibrator. I thought it was literally a back massager. That
Me
girls
too.
were
Yeah,
using.
they're big, but they don't go inside. They just stimulate the clit.
Why does it have to be so big?
Yeah,
I see
why
my
did
arm
it have
will
to
get-
be so big?
I don't
That's
know,
why I like the little
but
bullets.
my girl, but Amra swears by this thing, and she'll, yep, that's it. You got it on the screen right there.
I want to see.
She'll.
Wait, it's not that big.
Do you have a promo code?
Oh
I
no,
can-
sorry, that's the mini. That's the mini. There's a much larger one.
I ordered that one. It comes.
When you've already fucked in the morning, fucked after lunch, you plan on having sex twice before you go to bed that night. Like we've always been a multiple time per day relationship.
No way.
She still masturbates 15 times.
No,
Not even
you're-
kidding.
15
All right,
times a day.
ready for this? Not every single day, but ready for this? I'll be playing Warzone. I give the same explanation on Impulsive, the world's #1 podcast.
No, this is the world's #1 podcast. Don't listen to him.
I'll be playing Warzone, be dropping into Verdansk with my boys, and I'll just hear zzz, and I don't even look back anymore because I know exactly what's going on. I know exactly what's going on. But sometimes I'll peek back, and what will happen is she goes into this like trance. She's in this like trance, and all of a sudden her legs start to lift off the couch a little bit like this, like she has rigor mortis, like they get completely stiff as she's getting close, and the blanket's like lifting off the couch, and then I'll just hear, and it's almost like she like wakes up from this spell, and then she looks at she goes, like she just got awoken from like a 90-year nap, and I'm always just like, did you have fun with that one?
Wait, so how long does she? Is it like a?
2 minutes, 2-3 minutes.
Does she watch porn while she does it?
No, she usually
I feel
will.
like I should be
Sometimes
asking her this. I'm like,
you should.
Yeah,
Please
no,
have her on the
I
show.
should.
But I guess long story short, to go back to it, it's just like there's such a difference, and the biggest thing is then she'll go back into it another 5 times, 6 times after that, 10 times.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what
I
I'm
do that
saying?
because
Like,
then it's so much quicker
10?
after the
That's
first
what she
time.
said. That's what she said.
You come first, like once, and
Okay,
then
see,
you
that's-
can literally come like every fucking like 10 seconds
Okay,
after
see,
that.
that-
You can just like get there like way quicker.
Right.
Yeah, I like to like if I come like after sex, like I'll come like 3 more times.
what do you think the most number of times you've come in a row is?
I don't know, maybe like, because then it doesn't get that great. After you
Yeah, you're
reach
like,
like
okay.
5, it's just kind of like, okay, now it's really not gonna.
Well, you get
it doesn't-
kinda numb,
5,
too, right?
Yeah, and then it's just kind of like it's just not like the first one's the best. and
Okay,
then you
I know what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah.
Yo, get that toy. And anybody else watching this,
There you go.
Lana
No,
Rhoades
no, no, no.
fleshlight.
Oh, there you go.
Link
Give her a
somewhere. I don't know where it is exactly. Great toy.
Do you have her own flashlight?
Yeah, I mean, she's got 1,000 in her house in Chicago because she has
Oh my
multiple residences.
I love that.
Because of her.
We made some.
We need flashlights. Yeah, me and Bex molded our vaginas once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We could connect you to the people.
It was-
we got great connections. If you
Leave
want,
a comment below if you would buy me and Becca's flashlight.
Yeah.
you guys will make money.
You think we should
Like,
sell
yo, this-
flashlights? Are you
Yes.
shaking his head no?
100%. I guarantee you it would be a great seller for you guys. I think you'd make a lot of money.
What's the most times you and Lana have had sex in one day?
I think our record's not that. I think it's probably like 6. It's not anything crazy. We've never.
That's a lot though.
Yeah, but it's not.
nothing
It's not
crazy.
insane. Like I think there's some people out there who probably have like a 15 or a 20 bomb like day.
How do you even
like,
do that? Can't guys like not come like 15 times?
There have been so many days where the last
It's like powder.
nut of the day is like it's
like
like
that
air
baby
shoots
powder?
out. Yeah, and there's just
Just powder?
one little drip like lands like somewhere.
the last little kid that needed to be squeezed
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
It's like, really?
Because the first one's massive. It's always like a
Oh, okay, Mike. All right.
Wait, what? No, for
I know. Everyone's gonna drop off if we keep going.
Oh,
down.
sorry. Okay, I wasn't saying about me. I was saying for every guy.
For every guy, every
Yeah.
guy. So what was it like? I feel like though. Okay, see now I have like I'm kind of mind fucked because I thought maybe the stigma of like dating a porn star, like. But now I'm like, okay, I was completely wrong because y'all have sex multiple times a day. So now I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know where to go with this.
Listen,
now.
there's no doubt about the situation. Those
Question,
those
does she
girls
still do porn?
No,
No.
she doesn't. Amra ended her professional career about I believe 3.5 years ago. Continued to shoot like a lot of girl for OnlyFans. Like obviously you guys probably know someone who does that kind of stuff. And then I talked about this in the breakup video that I prematurely posted last week, like a fucking idiot. And fuck that. I'm gonna say this right now. I shouldn't have posted that video so fast. It was not smart of me. I somehow thought that a 10-month relationship and a 3 to 4 day fight was going to lead into some quick exodus.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
That was just going to end.
Oh,
and what we needed was a break. We needed some time away from each other. She needed to reset her expectations for me in terms of my living arrangements and where the relationship was going to go in the 6 to 12 month period ahead of us.
Yeah.
And I, did something that I'm sure a lot of guys out there do. And I can't.
What is that?
Overreacted.
Guys overreacting.
Did something like that, and it was very unfortunate for not only her, but also for our audience who we've had a great year with and has been very invested in the relationship. And I feel like a little bit of an asshole. You know what I'm saying? I really
like
do.
an asshole.
Yeah. So long story short, we're back to reinvestigating, what we need to do to make things work.
Yeah.
And so I just want to preface that really quick.
Yeah.
She stopped shooting 3 years ago. She had a husband. She recently got officially divorced from, but she had a husband. She stopped shooting professionally and then just became, top 5 globally on OnlyFans or whatever it is, right? And makes hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, obviously, off that. But that part of a girl is kind of in her. That part of a girl is kind of in her. So even if they stop shooting porn,
they still, I get it.
when it comes to their relations with their boyfriend or significant other, it's gonna be like.
Would y'all ever shoot a porn sex tape?
We've had actual offers, literal offers.
I'm surprised you haven't, to be honest. Just to be clear. Transparent.
Watching what it did to her.
Yeah.
And the struggle that she continues to go through as a result of her actions has been a deterrent to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand the money, but make no mistake, I'm gonna get the money anyways.
Yeah.
Like I already am getting it, and I'm gonna get it from a million different. So I'm not worried about that. And so I think what the point that it brings up is just there's a lot of girls out there who make decisions based on finance or based on, in her case, being pushed to do certain things in that industry. I don't know how much you guys know about the adult industry, but it's an awful place.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to hear, I really think we should dive in with her and have her come on and really talk about it.
Yeah.
Because I think it is crazy. Did you before meeting her, did you watch her porn?
Everybody's seen a Lana. I mean, there's not a person that I know that hasn't seen a Lana Rhoades fucking video. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
how did it affect y'all? Like when you first meet her and you first start dating her, how did it affect I don't know. I feel like you're a pretty chill dude, so I don't feel like it would have affected you at all. But I still feel like there's some kind of lingering thought because I feel like society pushes stigmas and stuff onto us and opinions. Did you have was it just as you met your mom? Did your mom have an opinion about it?
So the hardest thing for me the whole time, especially in the beginning, was knowing her, was knowing the kind of person that she is, which is honestly not compared to other adult film stars, but compared to other women that I've met in the world. Just unendingly sweet, supportive, dedicated. There was not I wish I could get into the depth of the DMs this girl gets. I mean, your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, every celebrity, influencer, actor, actress, is obsessed with this girl.
Yeah.
And I mean all the way up to the likes of the highest in both sports and hip hop.
Yeah.
Every time a DM came in, she would hand me the phone and be like, do you want to respond to this? Should we delete it? What do you want to do? I mean, this girl was unendingly fucking loyal. There was not a day where I ever worried about anything happening.
Yeah.
Just what can I do to help your work today? What can I do to help you today? Do you want a massage? Do you want food? Like, this girl was the best, one of the best things that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
And so what happened was I got to know this girl and how incredible she was. And it always hurt me to see people reduce her to her worst moments in her life and make it seem like that was the only thing that she had ever done. And watching the pain that she felt from the commentary and how upset that made her, it was very upsetting for me. And you know, it wasn't until I started to learn, you know, a little ways into the relationship, what it said about the people who made those comments 100%. It started to make sense to me. I mean, it takes a very, very insecure and hurt man in this world to go jerk off to a video on Pornhub and then go degrade the woman on her Instagram. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
it's
so true.
Definitely on like a smaller scale, but I feel like even girls on Instagram, like, you know what I mean? The comments, I can only imagine, like, I know it's on a way bigger scale on like the comments and stuff that gets said to her, but it's like, I think it's an ongoing struggle of like putting out certain content that people do like, but they almost like, it's the whole guilt thing. It goes back to like the guilt trip of like them guilt tripping themselves and like making someone else feel bad because they feel bad. Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly right. And it was really tough. And, you know, at the end of the day, like, these guys, they'll leave these comments, you know, about the worst moments. And I mean, given an opportunity, these guys would pay $1,000 to sniff your panty. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the same guys that talk the shit.
Yeah.
But if you ever saw them in person, they'd be the first ones like, please let me get just a picture with you for my friends.
Yeah. Fucking sucks. Was it intimidating when y'all first met having sex with her? But I guess you had sex with porn stars, so like maybe not. But I feel like, to me, if I was having sex with a porn star, I feel like it'd be very like intimidating.
Okay.
What?
After that, I have a question.
Yeah.
What?
No. So this is not to brag. This is not to boast or anything like that. But I'm 35 and I'm a very experienced lover. Like I've
yeah, but there's other people that are 35 and aren't experienced lovers.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I just put that there for context. I've been through the ringer in that area of life, and so like I know what I'm fucking doing, and I know what. What I'm about? Okay, well,
give these guys. Some of these guys don't know what the fuck they're doing. What was your question, Bex?
No, go into that.
No, what? Just say
no,
it.
I was just gonna say, you know how people say like, oh, like porn isn't real sex?
Yeah.
You know how it's sort of like, so is that like how she likes to have sex?
Nope,
it's
absolutely
completely
not.
like
It's not
okay,
real
different?
sex. This is gonna fuck up every porn junkie that's watching the show right now.
What?
The girl you're watching is not enjoying herself. She doesn't feel good. She is posted up with her legs in a precarious position that she does not feel comfortable with. There's 50 lights on her. There's some weirdo jerking off in the corner while they're filming it. She's not
really?
Yes, she's not actually coming. She's not enjoying any of it.
There's no clit stimulation.
I hate to ruin, and like I have homies in the space, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I hate to do this to them, but honestly, like females are, for the most part, driven by chemistry, love, emotion, and stimulation that exists outside of this idea that has been created for our current generation.
Yeah.
It's so crazy how there's so much of just like something that's not even like how it is.
It's just really not. Like people, like even as far as like people see like girls squirting, like it's not, it's all for show. It's all very performance driven.
Ari loves squirters.
I mean, it happens naturally sometimes in the bedroom,
No,
but it's not like the ones you see on Pornhub are generally staged, you know? And so it sucks to burst that proverbial bubble for all the people who love watching porn, but that's what generally also makes you feel better when you have, you know, sex with someone that's done that kind of stuff. Yeah. If you have a relationship with them, they're invested. Yeah. Like They are there and ready to, you know, have real sex, not, you know, sex for money or sex to perform for camera.
Well, I say that we get into the nitty gritty, and I say we talk about like the real sex. You say you are an experienced, not amateur, into the sex world. You used your age, 35.
Yeah.
You outed yourself in this one, Mike.
Yeah, I'm old.
What would you say? There's guys, there's 35, there's probably 40-year-olds watching this right now that maybe aren't as experienced. How do you like walk someone through that needs help in the bedroom?
I guess like I would put a tip sheet together.
Okay.
You know what I'm
What's
saying?
your tip sheet?
I guess
just the tip sheet. We're about to give you guys just the tip.
You're
just
not
the tip sheet. Hit them with it. Give me a number one tip.
You're not being gentle enough. You're just not. You're not. And I'm not talking about the sex. I'm talking about the lead in. I'm talking about the foreplay. Like when you're eating a girl out and you're at 80%, you're probably like, and you guys tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Becca
here.
calls it spicy.
Yeah.
Which by the way, there's a lot of girls who like. There's some girls, who like that. But you know, a common complaint that is I've heard voiced from a lot of women is that guys are a little bit too rough and don't know how to ease into things and understand that the process for women is a process. It's a trajectory that leads to the place that they want to end up.
So be more gentle.
I would say that's one of them. And I'm not talking about the actual intercourse. I think there's a lot of girls out there who want to actually have rough sex once you get to that point.
Once you get to that level. But it's all about communication. I feel like guys think that we expect you guys to already know what we like, and that's not the case at all. But I feel like we're more open to communicate it once we know y'all are willing to like learn and listen.
Yep.
I feel like at least, I know you are too. Like if we will tell you what we like, we will lead you and like try and teach you what you like, but you have to be willing to like listen and kind of understand and kind of put your ego in the back and be like, okay, maybe I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
And I feel like sometimes, like, I know that some girls are kind of like nervous to speak up, like kind of say stuff.
Yeah.
But you can like literally move their
You
hand.
can ask.
Yeah.
them,
Or like if a guy says like, hey, if you don't like where I'm or like how I'm touching you, like move my hand, like
or show me,
like,
just
where
like,
it is.
show me.
Yeah, exactly.
A girl will show you.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's hot too. If you're like,
I feel it's so when a guy you can tell, and I've said this before, you can tell when a guy is fucking you for you or when he's fucking you for him. And I feel like it is
100%.
such a turn on when you can tell that a guy is literally like wants to learn your body and wants to learn what you like and like really invest time into having sex with you because it's hot. Mm-hmm. So okay, give us another one. Something you've learned throughout. Maybe you should teach us a bedroom trick. Like what is even maybe
I would say
Amara.
also like just don't underestimate the power of good missionary sex. I think there's a lot of, I think people skip that position a lot, and they see everybody having fun in doggy, and they're like, I want to go straight to doggy, or I want to go straight to girl
I
on
love
top.
missionary.
There's a lot of girls out there who just find a really good fit in missionary, and so I wouldn't overlook that position.
Make missionary great again.
Yeah, do that. Also, get creative with your hands. Like, if you find yourself in missionary or in doggy and you're just constantly grabbing a girl's tits, like there's probably something you could be doing to spice things up more.
What?
I mean, it depends on what scenario you're in. There's other holes like that could be explored. There's
I have to say one like the scoop mechanism.
Yeah, putting your biceps under a girl's legs. You know, also in missionary, cradling a girl's head from behind as opposed to having her head on the pillow is sensual. And so there's a lot of stuff that could be explored there as well.
What's one of the hottest things Amara has done during sex? Give some girls, we have girl listeners too, that maybe like she did one thing that you were like, holy fuck.
It just depends on the guy. I mean, listen, she just went on and talked about trying to turn me around and eat my asshole and doggy. Like,
wait, so did you like that?
The thing is, here's the thing. Fucking A.
You said it.
I know, because I'm not going to hold back. It's already on the fucking internet. There are some things that girls want to do to guys that seem like they're done to pleasure the guy, but it's really for the girl's pleasure. Okay? And so like
you're saying she ate your ass for herself.
So
Becca eats ass.
See, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I feel like me and Becca are connecting on a lot of this stuff. Like, she understands some of the shit that I'm saying.
Yeah,
I bet you, is it because, did she say that one of my friends told me, the way that a guy moans.
One of your friends?
The way that a guy moans when you eat his ass is completely different than the way when he's like fucking you.
Yeah, because you're pleasuring him. But I feel like it's the same kind of motive when you're.
Let me explain it to you. Girls, once they've been through the paces, they want to explore, like I want to explore with hentai. And so a lot of girls want to explore with the idea of them being in the power position. Okay, the amount of time she's asked to fucking peg me, which will never fucking happen.
You would not let her peg you.
She
Why?
will never put an object in my asshole.
If it pleasures her, wouldn't you want her to?
No. I draw the line. Ari's agreeing with me. I draw the line. I think rim jobs in both directions have gotten completely acceptable in 2020. Take a shower, wash your asshole, people. Use some wet wipes. Like do
Mike
some
for president.
do
2020.
do some prep work. But there's obviously enough videos on the internet now that people know that, you know.
Did you like it?
Honestly,
okay
it didn't. No. I'll tell you 100% the truth. Honestly, it didn't really do that much for me. It wasn't
Wait, so
like.
You're just picturing Mike and Doug.
I know. I hate to do
getting
that.
his
No.
his,
Hold on. No, don't picture that because that
his face is.
He's like to the left. All right.
I know. I love that. I just can see because you're just.
No, you weren't. That was.
You're just so like outspoken that I can just. I don't know. It's just. I would love to be a.
I
You
hope
know
my
they say
mom's not watching. But I mean, listen. She already said a lot of this shit. It's definitely much cooler for me when she says it than it is when I say it. It's definitely.
But I want to know. I genuinely want to know like something like hot that she has done. I feel like she has a lot of tricks up her sleeve, and I will have her here and ask her herself. But just coming from your perspective, I feel like even maybe for her, she wants to know like one of the things that she did. Maybe it's just like a look or like something that she did during sex that kind of was like, holy shit, that's hot.
The girl is LeBron James of the bedroom. Like there's nothing she does that isn't the hottest thing in the entire fucking world. Like there's nothing. She is the most sexually attractive person, I believe, on the planet.
Yeah.
And that's something that I've had to come to terms with too. Yeah. Like it was hard for me to ever imagine telling someone that I broke up with everyone's idea of what sex means on this planet.
It looks like it's downhill from you.
Yeah. Literally. So I'm just like,
why?
Yeah. Why the fuck did you do that? Obviously, she's incredible at giving head. I think.
What's her trick?
Double-handed. I think girls need to get really comfortable with using both the mouth and the hands at the same time.
Okay.
And I think that's important. And by the way, like, that's also assuming that the guy has enough to work with to use both the hands.
Maybe two fingers in the mouth at the same time.
If you can't, double it up. Make him feel better.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like the one stuffed Oreo.
Yeah, single stuff.
But it's just like, I guess it's just she embodying. I feel like even the confidence though. Maybe that's what's like really hot is the confidence in the bedroom of like.
Isn't that what's hot everywhere? Isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Fuck the bedroom. Confidence.
How do you like? I mean, I feel like for you too, like coming into the scene, you know, being 35, old as fuck. No, I'm just kidding.
No, go ahead. You're right.
No, but like, I mean, in the industry, like, how do you talked about you having temptations. How do you have the confidence where these athletes, celebrities are sliding in her DMs? How do you hold that confidence? Like, what makes you feel confident? Like you can keep up with them? Know
what your lover wants. Know what they truly want. You know, we're talking about people with hundreds of millions of dollars. They have this, they have that. She wanted and has always wanted to feel secure. She always wanted to feel like she had someone who didn't want to go out and cheat. And by the way, all of those guys, like I can't say names specifically. I wish I could, but have been in the news for, you know, marriages to other big superstars, and they're married and they have kids and they have divorces and don't have divorces. And, you know, these are people that everyone knows about. Yeah. She does not want to be a hookup. She never wanted to be a hookup. She did that already. And made all that, made all of the money in the world off of it and was as unhappy as you could ever imagine to a point of just utter, sadness. Yeah. And so all she ever wanted to do was to be able to, I think also to relate to someone else who had a struggle of their own. Yeah. Which, for the people watching this who know my story, know that I do. And so, we connected over trauma and connected over the idea that we were there for each other. And
I think that's important.
It was after that, it was important. And also, listen, I said this since day one, make girls laugh. Make girls laugh. Show up.
It's so much easier to say than to do, though.
Yeah, absolutely. But I have it down to a science.
Yeah.
You know
What's
what I'm
your
saying?
science? What's your formula?
That's what I'd rather teach people how to make girls come than make girls laugh.
Why? Because I feel like to make a girl come, you first have to make her laugh.
Yeah, maybe, but it's just an easier science to teach.
Okay, so what's your science to making a girl come then?
I think you need to find out what their core stimulation point is, because there's some girls that I think come a lot easier off of penetration and G-spot stimulation versus clitoral stimulation. I think you need to find out where the fucking clit is, because I think there's a lot of dudes out there.
Already thought it was in the gut.
Yeah, so you need to know your girl, find out like what it is that she likes, and then also just like understand the science behind the differences between what makes a guy come and what makes a girl come. I think it's just so important to understand that if you can
maybe that's the problem. Maybe guys think that what makes them come makes a girl come.
Yeah.
Like guys, it's like fast
pumping and all that like sexual energy. It's not. I mean, making a girl feel loved, secure, like she's the most beautiful thing in the world, and
making her feel hot.
Yeah, making her feel like you
a girl can be one of the hottest girls ever, but a guy can make you feel hot. I don't know how to explain that, but it's like the way he looks at you. You can tell when a guy is like, holy shit, you're hot, without even like
I know. I think like on a previous podcast we were talking about how I forgot who it was, but someone was saying that like eye contact is like awkward, but I find that most girls like love eye contact.
Yeah, you should be. I think you should
be like
looking. Are you talking about during sex?
Yeah. He's like, are you talking about during sex?
Well, because there's a lot of guys out there who are struggling to have eye contact prior to sex. You know what I'm saying? And I think like that definitely transfers to the bedroom as well. I think they'd have equal trouble having eye contact during sex. But you know, and also, you know, keeping in mind that every girl's different. And there are some girls who just want to just get pounded in the back behind a fucking Long John Silver's or like a Red Lobster or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like those girls do exist, and they might come off like being bent over the back of a Camry. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think those are the outliers.
He's having flashbacks. Camry, Long John Silver's.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What is your okay, I don't know if you want to answer this, but I feel like you should.
But you have
You
to.
said you said nothing's off limits, remember?
Yeah.
Craziest sex story ever.
Ever? Well, now, I mean, it's hard to talk about while I'm in a relationship. I mean, this one's so far. This one's far enough back that I can talk about it, and she also knows about it. It's going back. Same girl who wore the black lace thing to church. This was back outside New Haven, Connecticut. Drug-fueled day, driving around, you know, residential neighborhoods, doing God knows what drugs, sniffing oxy, whatever, having the time that I used to have back in the day. It's probably like 2004. So I'm maybe like, maybe 2006. So I'm maybe like 20, 21 at this point.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where things were getting hot and heavy, and her car was very small. And so we pulled over in a residential neighborhood in front of someone's house and fucked on the hood of her car in broad daylight.
Wait, like people driving
like her literally like this is almost like not this is not supposed to be cool. Like this is almost like it's not cool. It's like it's degenerate. It's degenerate level. Like people literally are right there. Like there's a person, and I'm like,
Mike, I'm about to make you feel really bad. You want to do it?
Julia.
Without oxys, without drugs, a little bit of alcohol maybe.
There was
Becca fucked on a front lawn willingly.
Broad daylight or
broad
no?
daylight. Someone walked their dog.
Yeah.
Right past.
No, it was the sun was down
in the bushes. No, it wasn't. It was 5 o'clock.
No, the sun was going down, and literally he turned around. He's like, "Oh, don't mind us. We're just having sex."
Oh my God.
So it was dark. It was
not dark.
No one would have taken that way.
They did. They were walking their dog that way. Becky's doing doggy style as people are literally walking.
Doggy style, because it's dog.
No.
Ours was on some like 11 a.m. shit. Like it was not good, and I'm not.
Becca likes to fuck before the first date too.
Before the first date,
Julia.
Hey, good to meet you. Where are we going to dinner tonight? Hey, can we pull into that alleyway really quick where those dogs are?
I love it. I love you, Beck.
I know.
Cheers. Look, tears of my enemies. What's your say?
Don't be salty, bitch.
Mine says, let's keep the dumb fuckery to a minimum today.
Oh, God. All right, let's wrap this up with our short of the day. What do you say?
Let's do it.
What do you got?
Okay, so we have a word of the day. Becca normally has to guess it. It's obviously a sexual slang word, so don't take it for what it is. Did you already read the answer? I feel like you did.
No, I haven't. No, I didn't.
Today's
I
word
should have.
is bus driver. You got any idea? It looks like you know.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what's happening right now.
Okay, so you have to guess. You have to guess. This is a sexy. Think Urban Dictionary, short of the day.
Yeah,
What do you think this would mean? Obviously, someone not driving a bus. A bus driver in the
Well,
bedroom.
I mean, you know, being someone who has the girlfriend that I do, I know what a pile driver is.
Okay. What's a pile driver? Just tell me.
I actually rather not even say. It's
Why?
a little graphic.
Say
It's
it.
a little graphic. Ari, just tell her later.
Tell me.
A bus driver.
Tell me what a pile driver is. What is? Huh?
Yeah. What? Yeah. Why don't you just pull it up?
Okay. Let me see.
It's just like at some point, like, is the shit that I'm saying just so
It's
violent?
that bad.
I mean, it's.
Oh, mine's. Wait. Okay. It
I
came
just
up-
opened my phone and I was
like
hentai porn is still on my phone because I was just
downward motion of an actual pile driver. So it's just like.
the way I've always been
I'm gonna
explained
look
to
at
it is that
images.
you're
Oh.
yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go. Have you ever? You've definitely done that.
Does the guy have his feet on her head at that point?
Wait, on her head? All right. Well, let's look at that.
As
one.
I said.
What is that one? Have you ever done that?
Wait, he's stepping
That's
on her head?
that's one step removed from a pile driver. He would step on her head for that. Yeah. It's pretty.
All
it's
right.
pretty.
Well, we're
horrible
on
shit.
bus driver. You want me to just tell you? You got any guesses? Come on, give me a guess.
Maybe it's...
Huh? It's not hard.
Is there penetration involved or no?
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay. Just give me something. Give me a
I know
guess.
I'm trying. I'm something where he's the leader. He's driving, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe they're fucking on the go.
Maybe on a bus. Okay, no.
I don't know.
While having sex doggy style, the left thumb is inserted into the receiver's rectum and turned from side
an
to side,
engine?
essentially driving the bus, while the right hand reaches around and squeezes the right breast, honking the horn to alert people the bus is coming.
Oh, that's
You
cute.
call that a bus driver? I call that a Tuesday morning. That's like.
Oh my
That's
God.
like every day of my fucking life.
Mike has some priorities he's got to get going. Tell him where to find you, Mike.
Hey Big Mike Instagram. Hey Big Mike Twitch. Night Shift YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Impulsive YouTube.
Don't forget to catch him twitching for sure.
Yeah.
What do we remind him to do? Like,
Comment and
subscribe.
subscribe.
Leave your weekly I love Julia comment. No more I love Becca comments. No one loves Becca. We're out.
Amazing.
Woo!